Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Warren County Fiscal Court, now called to order Thursday, March 12th, 2026. We're happy to have him, Pastor Andy Toops here. He's a pastor emeritus at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. He's going to lead us in a worship this morning, and that'll be followed by the pledge to the flag by Esquire Scott Lasley. Mr. Toops.
If it would be all right, I'd ask for all of us to just take a moment of silence. We had a very tragic incident this morning in our community, and the family is distraught, and it's 40 years of being a chaplain, and this is one of the worst things I've seen in a long time. So if you would, just a moment of silence. If something good can come out of this, it just reminded me that the reason my wife and I live in Warren County and Bowling Green is because of what I saw last night. The collaboration between every agency you can imagine was out there this morning, and to watch these guys, these men and women, work together like they did was pretty amazing. And it just reinforced everything I believe about this community. And the only place I haven't advertised it is California, because I figure we're getting enough of them anyway, so I just try to, but otherwise I've been trying to encourage people. We got a new Canadian in our midst, our new pastor at the church, so let's pray. Father God, we thank you for this day that you've given us. We ask that you would be with this community as we try to heal from some devastating news this morning. We ask, Lord, that you would continue to be with those who serve our community, with everyone here that serves as elected officials. We thank you for our fire departments, our police departments, our sheriff's deputies, everyone who has something to do with taking good care of this place that we call home. We pray, Lord, that you would bless this meeting today so that everything's done here today would bring honor and glory to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Please stand and join me in facing the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor Toops. Clerk, please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Here.
Esquire Aldridge.
Present.
Esquire Lasley.
Here.
Esquire Cummings.
Here.
Esquire Williams.
Here.
Esquire McWhorter.
Here. First item is approved minutes of the fiscal court meeting on February 26, 2026. Motion by Squire Williams, second by Squire Lasley. Any corrections? Not, please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 5 is approved personnel changes for Warren County. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 6, approved work schedule for the Warren County Road Department. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to take a little break in our action today. We've got some presentations to make. For those of you that weren't aware, though, just to go back to something, because our first one's maybe our fire department, but last evening there, on a different note, but what Pastor Toops was speaking about, there was a fire at an apartment complex off of Shive Lane last night, and 2 children of our community lost their lives. And so these are the kind of things that our brave men and women in public safety have to go through. So you can imagine the stress and toll on those people of fighting that fire and having to deal with that. So not only is it dangerous to our men and women in public safety, but then to think about that. So I would ask you to keep those, not just that family, but also the men and women that were at that fire trying to save those people last night. Right now, we want to talk about our fire department because we're pretty proud about something, and I think this is what the impact of this court creating the Warren County Fire Department has done and the impact it makes on the community now and going forward. So we have a special citation. This is a life-saving award, and this is presented to firefighter Zach Barnhart, firefighter Bryce Chandler, firefighter Chris Scudder, firefighter Tyler Skipworth, Captain Pete Tarantino, and Captain Dakota Nickel. On Thursday, February 26, 2026, personnel from the Warren County Fire Department assigned to Alvaton Fire Station 3, along with volunteer personnel from the Alvaton Fire Department, were dispatched to a reported cardiac arrest at a residence off Cumberland Trace Road. Upon arrival, responders located an adult male lying on the kitchen floor who was pulseless. Personnel quickly assessed the situation, immediately initiated patient care. CPR was started and an AED was applied. The AED advised a shock, and fire department personnel delivered a defibrillation on scene. Shortly thereafter, personnel from Med Center EMS arrived and assumed patient care with assistance from fire department responders. After approximately 30 minutes of coordinated resuscitated efforts, the patient achieved return of spontaneous circulation and was transported to the medical center at Bowling Green for further treatment. As of Monday, March 2nd, 2026, the patient has been released from the hospital and is home recovering. This incident highlights the professionalism, rapid response, and effective patient care provided by our first responders when seconds matter most. These individuals represent the very best of Warren County, and we present this life-saving citation today in recognition of your professionalism, skill, and unwavering commitment in saving lives. Chief Rector, want to come forward? It's okay. We'll have Zach, Bryce, Skip. I know a couple are not here. But those that are here, we'd like to present you with this life-saving citation, so if you come forward.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Good.
All right, next up, Jailer Harmon. In the back, we've got a presentation.
I want to, just before I get started, thank Crystal for putting me after the life-saving citation. I appreciate that.
Yes.
My gosh. On a little lighter note, I've got some guests with me that I want to introduce and then talk about a recent audit that we have. So you'll stand when I call your name. Major Kim James, Captain Doug Miles, Deputy Heather Swain, Deputy John Sanders, and Deputy Amanda Detman. These are the folks that make up, they all have some role of reentry services in our facility. We were recently audited by the Kentucky Department of Corrections Program Compliance Division. They come in and monitor each class that we teach, look at all of our records that are submitted to the state to award time off of offender sentences. And I couldn't be more proud of the results. I'll talk about those in just a minute. Y'all can be seated. Thank you. Our Reentry Services Division has 7 evidence-based programs that are taught by these men and women here. That's a GED program, which is a partner with Sky Community Technical College, parenting, MRT, anger management, thinking for good, MRT trauma, untangling relationships, and portal new directions. In addition to those teachings, the reentry staff provide additional services through case management, addiction peer support, pre-release programming, IDs, birth certificates, Social Security cards. They assist with sober living and other housing-related needs. They coordinate AA and NA classes and facilitate access to religious services and baptisms. The recent audit in February, we received a record score of 100%, which is what we've gotten ever since the program was instituted. And then the best score that we've gotten was 100% on the overall audit, which means every class that they observed and every program that we offer, there was half of a point deducted. Thank God they round up for the overall average, so that's why it's 100. I had no worries with this audit, just like we haven't in the past. We've always had great audits. The lowest we've had on an overall score was 98, and that was the first year that the program was instituted. But beyond the audits, this goes back to 2017 when I took office, and we had a program. We had one program for inmates. Today, we've got this list of dedicated staff, and we offer almost all of the programs that we can offer that the state will allow credit for. So I wanted to recognize these staff members and what an excellent job that they did to achieve 100% on both sections of this audit. It was about a week-long process, and like I said, every class that they taught, they sat in and observed and made all of their critiques, and we came up with 100% on both sides. So kudos to these staff and the difference that it's making. I wanted to read just a quick word from the audit itself, from the auditor. I'd like to thank all of Warren County Regional Jail for another exceptional audit for 2026. It's evident that the inmate population at your facility are receiving quality reentry programming. Warren County continues to set the bar of excellence high, as evidenced in this remarkable audit. The Department of Corrections Compliance Division appreciate the dedication and diligence Warren County Jail puts into reentry initiatives for our Class D population. Quality reentry programs can change lives, and we have no doubt that you're having a positive impact on our population. So with that, I just wanted to recognize these staff and say thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Stephen, and great job. We appreciate the hard work. When you were going down that list of skill sets and also the classes offered, there's some people up here that would like to take some of those classes as well, so that's good. So, but thank you for the hard work you're doing. It does not go unappreciated. We always appreciate coming in here to find out more about what we're doing. Do a fantastic job at the jail. Thank you all so very much. All right, next up, Brian Becker with us here today. We're going to talk about our new American Navigator program. Brian, of course, the South Central Workforce Development Board, and we appreciate him coming in today. Brian?
Yes, thank you, Judge, and thank you, Court. It's always an honor to speak before you, and we've had this amazing new American Workforce Navigator program for 4 years now, this month, in fact, almost to the date. And I'm excited on behalf of John Swords, our President and CEO, to give you guys an update on it and have you guys hear from our navigator herself, Alexa, here in a moment. But this program continues to fill a tremendous gap in employment services in our region. And as you guys know, we've been laser focused on increasing workforce participation in our region. And we've been doing that by helping people that have very specific barriers to employment. So we have a program helping youth, young adults, launching their careers and with limited work experience. Reentry program, a fantastic partnership with Jailer Herman, Captain Miles, all of them there, where we're reaching people in jail and as soon as they come out. Veterans, transitioning military members and their families, trying to transition back into the civilian workforce. And then this program that has helped residents that have called Bowling Green home for a month to most of their life, right? And so what we have is a wonderful program that with the shared support, again, that you as the court and the city of Bowling Green provide, we can do this program. And I don't have to read the news headlines to you about how tight the economy has gotten, and we've been following it for about 2 years now, but it's a lot of headlines saying no hire, no fire kind of climate. And we're experiencing some aspects of that locally, and some industries and positions that have always been open have really tightened up. And so the good news is there's lots of people looking for work right now. The bad news is the people that have barriers in times like these are going to have the toughest time getting seen and getting hired with jobs and entry-level roles even. And so I don't have to also read the headlines about some of the federal policy changes that have affected some of our foreign-born populations and even those that have lived here for decades. But I'm referring to these things because in the past year they've affected the volume of people that we've seen. And it's taking more work to serve the people that we do see. We're having some people come multiple times. Alexa will highlight a bit of that too. But again, I thank God that the city and the county, you guys have invested in this, and we're meeting this challenge head on by offering critical hand-holding support that the people with barriers will always need, and they'll always need specialized, tailored services. So we've continued to help guide them and champion for them with our local and regional employers. And regardless of how long they've lived in the U.S., we provide language access as well. There's no other workforce program that does this in our region or even in the state. We do get a lot of attention. This has helped generate a lot of support for us and launched other initiatives for us. So we have something very special here getting results. We want to continue to bring you those results and our community results. And you guys have a program update that I know you may or may not have had a chance to read. It's got details, it's got numbers in it. But I'm going to turn it over to the actual navigator, Miss Alexa Hatcher, so she can give a quick overview of the holistic support that she's been providing.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you all for listening to a couple of things I have to say. In your packet, too, there's some more details about these things. But I do believe that the services that we offer are high quality and also unique to us, just from my experience over the last year. So the services that we provide are for job seekers, but also for employers. The two stories that are in the packet mention a person who has taken advantage of our services, who is a job seeker. This person, like most everybody else, came into the office to seek support in getting ready for a job, being able to advance in his career, and to provide for his family, given all of the barriers that he has being a refugee and, new here. So some of those services are, creating resumes, helping with job applications, preparing for an interview, figuring out things like transportation and carpooling and childcare and all of the things that might just be a little bit easier for us to piece together because we have family here, we have social networks here already, right? That's not it. There's many other types of ongoing communication and support and coaching that folks need to understand the etiquette of U.S. workforce and how to make it here and be successful and be professional. Some of those things that people need help with ongoing support are things like navigating voluntary or involuntary, changes of employment, like being laid off. A lot of folks are being laid off right now from work and looking for work. That can be hard to navigate, especially whenever, we also have to learn how to use different workplace softwares like ADP and Workday and all of these other things. So there's a lot of jargon. There's a lot of things that I think I take for granted when I'm reading a job application every day or going through these, seemingly simple things that people literally need help with, or they're not going to be able to do, and they're not going to be able to be contributing members of our society and our community, which we want. One more thing.
Take your time.
Okay. So about employers. So there's an example of this in your packet too. This employer is called QSI. They've taken advantage of our services over since October of last year. We've actually had 33 people employed by them since then, which actually is kind of a big number that I'm proud of. Doesn't seem like it, but it kind of is, because it's hard. Yeah. It's really hard. So this company is an industrial cleaning company. They go into factories and they clean the floors and the machines and get them ready for the next shift. There's 3 different factories they work with, multiple different shifts. So my goal for this employer was to figure out how to get, quality people who are going to stay in this job, who can get to the job, who are going to do a good job at the job, right? We pre-screen these folks. We help them with interviews. We host orientations and interviews at our office lots of times because, like QSI, some other companies don't have an actual office location for their administrative stuff. So it's been a really big deal for them. It's been a big deal for us. We're excited to offer these types of services for companies and for job seekers. And yeah, I hope that you'll keep funding us.
Awesome.
Thank you for giving me a little extra time.
Alexa, well, there's no clock. You can take as long as you want to, that's for sure. So Alexa, thank you for the work. And Brian, I will say I'm proud of this court for investing in this program 4 years ago, Brian, when we started talking about it, the need for this program. And so when you want to make a difference in the community, you really can make a difference generationally for these families. Again, the American dream is alive and well, but sometimes you have to do something about it, obviously. But with this help, these are people that are going to be, as you say, productive citizens. What I love is they're going to be productive family members of their families from now on. And so you have changed the direction and scope of these people's lives. The numbers to date, just this year, are amazing, but when you look at it for 4 years, it's unbelievable. The amount of contact, and it just speaks so highly of this community. We are, I like to say, we're a welcoming community, and the great thing about it is your last name has no bearing on your success. That being said, we expect everyone to work and be a productive member of society, and it makes a difference. Your involvement in this is tremendous. I know this court is very much behind this initiative, and we'll definitely, I can tell you, we'll definitely be funding this going forward, just based on the results that we're getting. So thank you so much for your time. And any managers have any questions for Brian or Alexa? Fantastic. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
And now, speaking about workforce, let's go to Jason Heflin. We've got a great update on other things. As you can see from these two presentations, one thing that we've been very active about is we are not going to sit back, bring new companies and help existing companies expand and then not help them be successful. And the way to do that is to find workforce and find people that can fill these jobs. And that's why that we invest in those things. And Jason's here for an update on Bowling Green Works. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and thank you all. Much like Brian's program, this was born about 4 years ago. Just to give a little history, during the aftermath of COVID, we realized we needed to kind of step up and do something. But one thing I want to point out is that this community has done so much more about the workforce issues than other communities. We've worked with some other communities on these things, and it's night and day. I mean, we stepped up. We put several initiatives in place 4 years ago and are still pushing those forward. So I want to thank you all for that and the foresight that was around that for the county and the city. Today, I'm just going to walk you guys through some of the numbers. So I always like to give a little update on the data. So if you, in your packets, if you'll flip to the third page there with the green bubbles and the numbers, you're going to see some of the numbers for 2025. Job applications submitted this past year were a little over 11,000. Of those, total jobs filled is almost 3,000. Businesses listed, employers in the community that are participating in the program, we've got as of when this presentation was developed, 174. I think it's 177 or so now. But one of our goals this year is to attract even more employers. So we've got a kind of a high mark of 300. We want to hit 300 sometime in the next 12 to 18 months. 12 new businesses added in 2025, and 50 local businesses were spotlighted. We do these spotlights on businesses. When they reach out and they say, we have a need, we have a hiring need right now, we're struggling, we try to give them a little extra oomph. So that's what that's about. On the following page, you're going to see some more data. This is kind of zooming out a little bit more about the whole program. Last year, the hiring rate, we survey these employers every year to see of the applications you're getting, how many are you hiring? We want to know that so we can calculate the number that got employed. So last year, or 2024, it was 17.6%. That hiring rate jumped up significantly to 25.5 in 2025. And right now, we're currently conducting our survey. It's around 24% for this year. So it's very, very similar. But total applications sent to employers since the inception of the program was a little over 30,000. As we mentioned, 11,000 in 2025. Total jobs filled through the life of the campaign, 8,371. 247 jobs are getting filled every month. So, these numbers, this is a lot of data, but I think it really speaks to what the program does. We throw a lot at this. One data point that my team pointed out this week is that 79% of the traffic that goes to this website comes from outside our community. So that says a lot about how much people want to be here. Some of that traffic is from surrounding counties. We may have heard about some layoffs over the past year in other communities surrounding us, up near E-Town, down in Simpson County. So we try to reach out. We partner with our workforce board, try to reach out to those folks as soon as we find out, get this program in front of them so they can utilize it. And then your last page there, the next page is just going to be some things we're going to do, our plan for this coming year to kind of improve the program. We're always evolving it and changing it based on what's needed. So as I mentioned, we're going to try to grow the employer participation a little more this year. Again, we have that kind of high mark of 300 to try to achieve. We're going to launch a digital resource center, and we're going to partner with our friends at the Workforce Board and the Chamber to put things in there, specifically around different actions that might happen, like a layoff. Resume tools, which our Workforce Board does such a great job with. So we're going to create a resource center that not only says, here are the employers who are hiring, but hey, if you want to spiff up your resume or you want to learn how to do a better interview, there are also resources in this community for that. And then we're also going to strengthen white-collar growth in the community. Our Chamber of Commerce is doing a great job kind of shifting their focus toward more professional level jobs in the community, trying to target those a little more. So as they bring those on, we're already in discussions with the Chamber about how to help them. But as they bring more of those employers on, we want to develop programs that can help them. So not just the average job, but any job that comes to this community, we want to be able to help out. So again, as Brian said, this program, same thing, been around for 4 years. We're very proud to do it. It's one of my favorite things that we do as a company. I really feel like we're doing something important and giving back. So I want to thank you all for the continued support through the years and really appreciate it.
Great. Any questions for Jason? I think it's important. Those are some impressive numbers. And again, I'm proud this court has taken that challenge on to not sit back, try to help people. When you see things, I would encourage anyone that's watching or here live, when you see people say, hey, I wish I could find a job or whatever, bowlinggreenworks.com, just send them there. There are many national search things you can put stuff in. If you've never been to the site, I would encourage you to do it. You can filter through what type of job you want, all kinds of things like that. The great thing about it is, Jason, you can upload or just fill out your information and one click and it goes to that employer and they'll have your information for that. That's how they've been so successful with thousands of people getting jobs. You might as well make it easy. So at the end of the day, as I like to say, other than praying, there's not too much we can do about an issue in San Francisco or New York City.
That's
So
right.
what we can do about Bowling Green and Warren County is be proactive and try to help our fellow citizens. Here's an interesting stat for you that we should also be aware of as well. When Jason talks about surrounding counties, each and every day in Bowling Green and Warren County, 42,000 people go to work that don't live in Warren County. 42,000. So that should surprise everyone. So not only do all of us go to work every day here, but we have 42,000. thus Scottsville Road and Campbell Lane traffic. But anyways, but 42,000 people from surrounding counties don't have to work here, but we want them to be involved here as well. And so those are great things. Again, thanks, Jason, for all that. Anyone looking for something, bowlinggreenworks.com. If you're a company needing help hiring, send information to bowlinggreenworks.com. Jason and his team will get with you and get you on that website. So,
Absolutely. Thank you all.
thank you,
Appreciate
brother.
it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, we got some great friends from Aviation Heritage Park with us. So, Bob, you're speaking, but you've guaranteed me that Wendell, Jim, and Joe are not speaking, correct? You're welcome to come up, Bob. That's good. So,
Well, thank you, Judge and Court. It is an honor to be here. I also want to thank all of you, anybody who had any part in widening Three Springs so we can accommodate all that extra traffic we're going to generate over there. And putting
boy, you're thanking us before the real construction. We'll get with you in the middle of it when we shut that road down and have. But we will remember. You're welcome.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, they're already at work over there. It's quite a sight. But in all seriousness, I do want to thank the court for the support over the years for the Aviation Heritage Park and Museum. Every life we touch, whether it's a student or a veteran or a family member of a veteran, they all have you to thank for this opportunity. We would not be there. And it's with very heartfelt emotion, I have to say that we are so thankful on behalf of the board and our great volunteers who are working every day to make this thing one of the crown jewels of our community. This last year was pretty busy. We opened our Hall of Heroes, and that features 18 people, 18 pilots from South Central Kentucky, all the way from Willa Brown, of course. You know, we know her story from Glasgow, who had an impact on World War II, to Terry Wilcutt, who went up into space. I like to say we go from Willa to Wilcutt, and everybody in between. And what we've done is there is one side of the Hall of Heroes features people who have aircraft on the premises. And you know, we've always been about the people at our museum. And so now you can go look at the aircraft, and then you can go see the story told in artifacts of Johnny Magda, of Colonel Franklin, of General Cherry. The other side is featuring distinguished aviators who do not yet have aircraft on the premises, including Steve Basham. And I have it on good authority that if you give us the pickleball court, he will look for a B-2 bomber. I'm just saying.
Well, if you've brought a contract, we'll sign it today if we're getting a B-2 bomber here.
So I might hold you to that, too. At any rate, though, but we're doing really good work in that space. And this coming year, we're having 3 more exhibits that we're going to be opening in honor of America 250. One will be celebrating 3 other distinguished aviators. We will also be, opening the Stringer Hale Strode exhibit this year. And we're also going to be opening an exhibit that's called Wind Beneath My Wings, which celebrates the families and tells their story of how they serve. One interesting story I've already captured for the video on this is one woman whose husband flew the SR-71. After 38 years of service, she sat down and calculated how much time he was away from home. 9 years. Think about that, 9 years. He's away, he's on classified missions. He can't tell her even what he's doing. And there she is, doing all the work for both of them and raising their family and taking care of, and that, you know, it's so touching to see that kind of service go on, and not everybody can do it. And we want to celebrate those who can. And our mission, of course, is to educate, inspire, and engage the next generation of achievers with the story and history of South Central Kentucky aviators. And to do that, one of the things we've initiated is our summer camp series. Last year, with the help of Greg, we began our summer camp series with a camp for drones, robots, aviation, and rocketry. And this turned out to be a fabulous thing. It's amazing to see these 3rd to 6th graders connecting with these top educators, because we knew going into this had to be right. And so we teamed up with these educators. Greg helped us get this equipment. And it's just amazing to watch these kids meet these challenges. These are mission-based challenges too. Like, for example, the challenge was create a robot that can help somebody bowl who's in a wheelchair. Now, when you stop and think about it, not only is it helping with their critical thinking and their problem-solving skills and helping them be creative about how you can do this, but each one of these lessons is couched around a real issue about helping your fellow human beings make it through life who might be having some challenges. And it was great watching the kids do this. I got to say, though, we did a little test run with our pilots. It was crazy watching them build robots out of Legos. It was crazy, but the kids instantly gravitated to it and did such a great job. This year we've doubled the amount of camps, and I'm very happy to say that through a sponsorship from TVA, 40 kids who are not able to pay for our camps are going to be getting full scholarships to do these camps. So we're very thankful to the TVA, and we're thankful that what we're doing is attracting that kind of attention. Another thing we're doing is field trips. Our field trip plan is really great because you have actual pilots telling their stories. We walk the kids through what they did, and then we take them through and inspire them, and often we'll put them on a simulator. And there's nothing like watching these kids on simulators. I'm just telling you, I still can't do it. But when you've got a fighter pilot, say Steve Basham, who's flown the B-2 bomber, teaching a kid how to fly a Cessna, there's just nothing like it. But what is interesting about that is when he spots somebody who has real talent, he reaches in his pocket and he hands them a card and says, if you want to pursue this, let me know and I'll help. What a boost to somebody's ego, right? I mean, some kid who just sat down at a simulator to see what it was all about, now all of a sudden can envision himself with a future as a pilot. And that's one of the other great things we're doing. We're very happy that the Billy P. Hatcher Charitable Trust is allowing hundreds of kids to go on these trips for free. Again, attracting those sponsors has been a big thing for us. This coming year, in the future, we're going to be doing some other exhibits that are going to be fun. One is Careers in Aviation. That's next year. Women in Aviation will be teaming up with the Military Women's Memorial and Education Center in Arlington, Virginia. Then a Now exhibit that tells the story of pilots from this area from way back when to who is flying these missions today. And so there's a lot going on at the Aviation Heritage Park. In terms of veterans, we had our honor roll event where we took 2 busloads of veterans in honor of the 50th, to celebrate the end of the Vietnam War, the 50th anniversary, to Frankfurt to go to the Kentucky Veterans Memorial. And what a moment that was. And for me personally, it was a big moment because as a kid, I used to pray for these guys, and to be able to talk to them and look them in the face and say, when I was a kid, I prayed for you. Welcome home. It was one of the most powerful moments I've had at the Aviation Heritage Park. So that's what we're up to right now. But I want to conclude by saying that on behalf of the board of directors, our incredible team of volunteers, we're so grateful for the support, encouragement, and faith you've put in us. And we are committed to living up to that expectation with ever-changing exhibits. Every year there's going to be something going on that honors our heroes and inspires that next generation of achievers while being a source of pride to our community.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. We appreciate that greatly. Any questions for Bob or for Larry, who just showed up? No, I'm kidding. Bob, what a fantastic, if you have not been to Aviation Heritage Park, you're missing out. So not just the static displays, but the museum itself is unbelievable. It is a true treasure for our community. This court obviously has been extremely involved with it from day one and will continue to be. It is a life-changing thing. I love that you've talked about my favorite jet of all time, the SR-71. As a 10-year-old at Andrews Air Force Base. I saw one on static display and one flying over. So it's one of the few times two of them are at the same place, but an air show, that's great. Now, I will get with you later about that B-2 bomber deal. I don't know if any of those were on static display, but we like to be first, and so if there's any way we could do that, we would do it. But I do want to thank, not only you, Bob, but again, Wendell, Jim, Joe, and Larry. We have such great community citizens here that really involve and volunteer their time to make a difference in this community. So thank you for all the hard work that all of y'all do too. So thank you, guys.
I'll have to say that Steve Basham looks a little different with makeup on too. He was on TV this week.
I saw it's funny, I text him the same thing, so I don't know if he appreciated it or not, but it's good. So I didn't recognize him. No, it was great. So thank you all so very much. All right, get back to our agenda. We're at item number 7. Approve second and final reading of ordinance 2605, authorizing and approving the issuance of Warren County, Kentucky general obligation bonds in a principal amount not to exceed $20 million, authorizing the levy of a direct annual tax on all taxable property within the county, in addition to all other taxes, in an amount sufficient to pay the principal of and interest on the bonds, to the extent that revenues are not sufficient, and authorize the taking of all other actions, including the execution and delivery of a disclosure dissemination agent agreement, federal tax certificate, IRS Form 8038G, and/or such other documents, agreements, and certificates necessary or required for the issuance of the bonds. Karen Roby is with us today. Before Karen speaks, I want to clear something up. Anytime that we do general obligation bonds, that means the county is entering into a bonding agreement to pay for certain projects. We're excited about the project we're paying for, and this money is then utilized out of our budget, out of our general fund budget. And so when it says levy taxes, we already are levying taxes on all property. And what this really means is this is not additional taxes in any way, shape, or form. This is only about budgeting items so that we can pay for those. And of course, before Karen speaks, you'll remember this is for a variety of items, including Sheriff's Department, Sugar Maple Square, EOC building out at the airport, and it has considerable investment in fire apparatus for our fire departments, and for some upgrades, significant upgrades for our Parks and Recreation Department. Karen is here to answer any questions anyone would have.
Yes, Karen Roby here on behalf of Gil Johnson and Elko Law. Your Honor, just here for the second reading. The initial reading was on February the 26th, where a lot of the questions were answered on that date. And after all of these inspiring stories, I feel this is a little bit lackluster following all of that, but glad to be here for the second reading nonetheless.
Yep, thank you so much. And I think the general public should be aware, anytime a county goes into any type of bond issue like this, Department of Local Government also verifies that there are sufficient funds. So this is not a decision that we make without other people there. Our financial advisor, obviously Keith Brock, very involved with this, but then we'll have a hearing at the Department of Local Government at the end of March to approve this. I think the 31st will be in Frankfurt to make sure they go through all of the proper channels on that.
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire McWhirter. Any other discussion? If not, please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you so much.
Item 8 is approve the 2026 Kentucky Department of Corrections Program Compliance Audit Report for the jail. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 9 is approve order 2607 declaring surplus equipment for Parks and Rec. Motion by Squire Lasley, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 10 is approve determination amount of $5,150 to Insight Training LLC for thermal imaging training for the fire department. This is a single source vendor. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 11 is approved determination amount of $11,400 to Carter Heating and Cooling to replace an air handling unit at Buchanan Park Gym. 3 quotes were solicited, 2 were obtained. This is the lowest and best. Motion by Squire Lasley, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 12 is approved determination amount of $2,961.61 to Charles Taylor for a vehicle damage claim deductible. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 13 is approved emergency determination amount of $11,293.33 to Stuart Ritchie Service Group for emergency replacement of an electric pump for the cooling tower at the jail. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 14 is approved determination, the amount of $8,244.15 for the renewal of the Milestone Software Upgrade and Support Program for the security camera system at the jail. This is a single source vendor and is paid for with the canteen account funds at no cost to Warren County. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 15 is approve a lease agreement with Enterprise Fleet for a 2026 Ford F-150 for the Parks Department in an amount not to exceed $1,300 per month for 60 months to replace a vehicle with an expiring lease. Motion by Squire Williams, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Item 16 is approved determination amount of $10,229.25 to Motorola Solutions for the purchase of 3 portable radios for the Parks Department to be put in the tornado safe rooms during severe weather events, and this is at state price contract. Motion by Squire Lasley, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion and questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 17 is approved determination amount of $20,960 to Orange Photonics for a Light Lab 3 high-sensitivity cannabis analyzer for the jail. It's a single-source vendor and paid for with a canteen account funds at no cost to Warren County.
Judge, I just want to offer a quick word about this. I don't want to say everything that it will test, but this is also a partnership between our agency and the Drug Task Force. They'll be able to use this in their investigations as well. Just want to offer that.
Motion.
Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire Aldridge. Any other questions for the jailer? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 18 is approve order 2608 declaring surplus property for the Warren County Attorney's Office. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 19 is approved determination amount of $11,025 to Mercury Sports to recondition 350 youth football helmets for football season for Parks and Rec, and this is a single source vendor. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire
Yes,
McWhorter.
ma'am.
Item 20 is approved determination amount of $25,920 to Reassurance Solutions for the annual cost for 24 medical sensors in isolation cells at the jail. This is a single source vendor, but paid for with canteen account funds at no cost to Warren County.
Motion.
Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 21 is approved change order in the amount of $1,024.57 to Greenwood Refrigeration for electrical installation of a rooftop HVAC at the Kids Club at Sugar Maple Square. This was originally approved at $19,160 on November 25th. This brings the total invoice to $20,184.57 is the new amount. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Item 22 is approved determination amount of $11,080 to Capital Fire Training for a firefighter training course. This is a single source vendor. Motion by Squire Lasley, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 23 is approve order 2609, reappointing Brian Mefford to the Bowling Green ITA Board of Directors. Motion by Squire McWhorter, second by Squire Aldridge. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 24 is approve order 2610, reappointing David Souders to the Design Review Board. Motion by Squire Williams, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 25 is approve order 2611, declaring surplus property. This is a vehicle for the sheriff. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 26, approve amendment to Securus Technologies contract that's dated April 1st to December 31st, 26 for the jail due to change in regulations by the Federal Communications Commission affecting phone call commissions. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 27 is approved determination amount of $6,910 to Henry's Plumbing for replacement of electronic boards in HVAC units 1 and 3 at the courthouse. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Aldridge. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 28 is approve the 2026 loan renewal package for the National Museum of the United States Air Force for Aviation Heritage Park.
Motion.
Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 29 is approve the 211 report for February 26. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Treasurer, please report the claims.
General Fund, $1,392,004. Road Fund, $228,888. Jail Fund, $591,940. Stormwater Fund, $75,436. Happy to answer any questions.
Motion to pay our bills, please.
Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Chief Deputy Wiles here? Okay, I'm good. Miss Yates? Good to see you today. Our clerk, Jailer Harmon? Thank you so much. Chris Comer, Director of Parks, thank you. Thank you. Josh is not with us today, I believe, correct? Yeah. Hello, Nikki Kohler, Director of Stormwater. Thank you, all good? And you'll get with Crystal, set all that up, do all the stuff, that's good. All right. What do we owe the privilege of Holly Warren with the Contractors License Board being in person?
Tom Lawrence.
Okay, well, a lot of people are here for Tom Lawrence, that's great, so, thank you. Good to see you, Holly. All right. Emergency Management, Ronnie Pearson, thank you, buddy. Tommy Loving, well, that's very nice of him to let you all borrow that device we just bought, so that's good. Thank you, Jailer Harm, for that, so. If any other departments want to do that as well, I'm sure we can pass it around, so it'll be fine. Ben Peterson, thank you for all the hard work. That was a great article, by the way, in the paper last night, an update on some building and some changes going on, so thank you for the impact and involvement with that as well. All right, James Markram, thank you. Chief Rector, thank you for that today, and thank you for the acknowledgement of that as well. Squire McWhirter?
It's all good, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Squire Aldridge?
Yes, I'd like to announce the Hadley Volunteer Fire Department will be having a benefit pancake breakfast. If you'll mark your calendar for April the 18th, and that'll be from 6 to 10 a.m. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Squire Cummings?
Just a reminder of the Ag Awareness Breakfast. We all got cards this morning. Make sure you all plan to attend that. Agriculture is such a big, important part of our community. Want to also announce our State of the District meetings that I'll be having around the community. The first one's in Plano on March the 24th. The second one's in Woodburn on April the 2nd. The third one's April 14th at the old Appleton Gym in the Appleton community. And the fourth one is going to be April 21st out at the Old Boyce General Store. I've given these to Crystal. She'll be posting them on our website and social media pages, so anybody wants to come out. I'll be like Chris Coomer in these particular State of the District meetings. We bring a pack with us. We will have the sheriff, road departments, Joe Plunk will be there. We'll have a lot of people there that will answer questions to any citizens about any issue that might be going on in the county and so forth. So hope the people will attend these sessions that we're having. And it's that time of year, might as well start about talking about Operation Anvil. It was appropriate today with all the, some of the citations and honoring our heroes is putting this on. It'll be our 8th year putting it on at Fillmore Park, and that's going to be Memorial Day weekend. The event will be May 23rd. We two battles at 10 and 2, and then the veterans ceremony that we kind of the whole purpose of all this, doing is the ceremony we honor our veterans of all genres. So that'll be right after the first battle, approximately 11 o'clock. So I want to invite the public. You'll hear more about this continually until we get there, but real excited about a great and most unique event that we have in Bowling Green and Warren County, the World War II battles. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Squire Williams?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Squire Lawrence?
Yeah, Judge, I want to congratulate Warren Central Dragons and their berth to the state tournament. They'll be playing Wednesday, and I wish them nothing but the best of luck, and I have a lot of really high hopes for them.
That's great. Yeah.
And also, it's such a pleasure to see all of you in person. It was very nice.
Thank you, Squire Lawrence. It's a big day for us, so we'll play the Powerball later because Holly's here. It's good. Squire Lastly?
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you so very much. Stephen?
Thank you, Judge.
It's hard at work, working on our budget. We're working some things out, so that's good. Ms. Chandler?
I just wanted to make sure everyone is aware, the Kentucky Supreme Court is at Western Kentucky University. Yesterday, they had oral arguments. They're having them again today. Last night, we had a forum. They were excellent. It was fantastic, very well attended by a lot of the community and Western students. So welcome, and I think they've been really pleased with everything, so we sure hope they come back.
Great, that's awesome, that's great. Ms. Cummings?
Thank you, Judge.
Deputy Judge Downing?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Well, I'm happy to have some people here, some friends of ours, but it's a big day. Mary Fathbruckner has a birthday tomorrow.
Oh.
Let's refrain from.
It's a ginormous one too, but 50 is, it's the new, whatever. No, it's not, it's just another one, so. Mary, it's always. That's what, this will be the last time Mary's with us at court, so we'll make sure of that, but that's, thank you for coming, good to see everyone as well, so. I want to give everyone an update, since there's been a little bit of talk about it, but this court is considering a animal control ordinance, and when I say that, what I'm proud of is this court has been very deliberate in that and very transparent in it as well. Very, very infrequently do you have something worked on where the general public is invited to have their opinion and modifications made to that. I will tell you the background of this was about one thing and one thing only, and it was about canines and subdivisions in the county. If you think the county is all rural, I would encourage you to get out in the county and see how rural it is. We have many, many great rural areas and farms in the county, and we also have many, many great subdivisions. We have just the latest incident of many, many, many is a 72-year-old lady walking her dog in her neighborhood last month on a leash. One of the most problematic things that you can imagine is having your dog on a leash and a neighbor's dog not on a leash. Came out, attacked her dog. She couldn't get the leash off her hand in time, pulled her down and broke her shoulder. She lives in a subdivision that has 1/4 acre lots. So I want to make sure that everyone understands this is in no way going to affect our great agriculture community. It is designed for subdivisions, and I think you always can talk to Ben Peterson. We always actually have a classification, and if you're not sure what a subdivision is, we have a definition, and we can share that with you to know if you're in a subdivision or not. But one thing I will say is we have some great people that are involved with our committee that are making recommendations, and that's we've spoken with everyone from our Commissioner of Agriculture, Jonathan Schell, on down. So what I appreciate, this court has been extremely transparent in those discussions rather than bring an ordinance to fiscal court, ordinance of law, just to pass that. They have deliberately, like they have done everything else, walked through this process. And I'm happy about the progress they're making. That is, it's not on the agenda and won't be at the next meeting either. We're still looking at that. So this committee is still meeting to determine what the final proposal would be, if any, but what that final proposal will be before this court. Everyone will have plenty of notice when that happens. So I'm happy to give you that update as well. Is there any other business to come before the county today? If not, we have a motion to adjourn. Thank you all so much for coming. Our next meeting is March 26, 9 a.m. Thank you.